Hello everyone, welcome back. Before we get into this reading today, I want to say a huge thank you and a big hello to my new subscribers. I've gained about 200 subscribers in the last 2 days. It's insane. So hello to all of you, welcome, and if you're new to this channel, hello as well, welcome. If you'd like to subscribe, then feel free. But today we're going to do a pick a card reading as usual. Currently uploading a video, what is blocking your mental health, so that is uploading. It's at 26%, so we've still got about an hour and a half before it finishes. So that will be live on the channel soon. But this one is going to be, what is excellent about you? What are you excellent at? That you perhaps don't recognize, or that you need more validation for. Maybe you recognize it, but you don't feel as though it's validated in you. And before we get into the reading, I want to talk a little bit about recognition of excellence. So when we are excellent at something, it's often not validated by the people around us, and this is largely because it might not match their desires in life, what they desire to see reflected in the world around them. They may feel intimidated by it. They may feel like it counteracts their worldly beliefs. They may feel like it's too overwhelming for them. They can't perceive that level of greatness. There are so many reasons, like I couldn't list them all. Those are just a couple. But there's something I want you to know before we get into this reading. So the way I like to define my belief about the universe is that we are all from a source. I don't know what that source is. I don't have a specific definition for this source. I just believe that we all come from a source, okay? And that we are all a part of this source. I think that we are all streams of this source. So if we consider that source is like the ocean, and we are like the rivers that float and drift off from the source into new crevices to discover new realms of the universe, okay? That's how I like to consider each individual, as an individual stream, an individual river, okay? Another way to describe it is like an oyster, okay? So we have this hard shell, right? We have this hard shell on the outside, and on the inside is this beautiful pearl, okay? And each pearl is completely unique, completely individual. So of course, we're not all going to recognize that we have a pearl inside us. It depends if you even know that the oyster can be opened to begin with. B, we might not be able to crack it open. We might know that we can, but the oyster might be really scrammed shut. Or C, we might not appreciate the beauty of that particular pearl. We might like a different pearl. Okay, but we each have our own individual pearl inside of us, and of course that pearl has its own magic, has its own excellence, okay? But none can be the same, and that is why sometimes we don't appreciate another person, because it's completely different and it doesn't resonate with our own understanding of excellence, okay? So if you feel like you're not appreciated or you're not valued, it's not because it's not there, it's because it's just different to what the people around you recognize as excellent, okay? So when we go into this reading, I want you to, before you even pick a pile, I want you to meditate on the fact, and it is a fact, okay, that you are excellent, and you just need to recognize what it is about you that is excellent, okay? So when you have accepted that, feel free to pause the video, take your time on it. We are going to get into the readings. So we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you don't know how to choose the pile, then you can close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and when you open your eyes, whichever one you immediately gravitate to is the pile you should pick, okay? If you need a little bit of extra time, feel free to pause the video, but otherwise we are going to get into it. Hello, group number 1. So this is what we're starting with today. This is Artemis. And I was just picking up the piles, getting ready for the reading, and this card was on the bottom of the deck and it stayed there. And so I thought this is what we're starting the reading with, because the message is just so beautiful that I couldn't not tell you about it. Ooh, sorry, I knocked a flower. So before we get into the tarot, I'm going to read this message to you. I'm just going to place this crystal here because my camera like freaks out when it doesn't have something to focus on. So Artemis, the archaic mistress of animals, probably dates back to Paleolithic times. Her realm is the wilderness, and her concern extends to all wild, untamed things. She presides over the hunt and is the goddess of hunters. Fiercely individualistic and independent, she remains apart from a relationship to men. Despite her fierceness, she is addressed as a healing and soothing goddess. Protector of births, she alleviates the suffering of women in childbirth. She is also responsible for the initiation of young girls. Artemis is a wonderful symbol of female independence. She reminds us of the value of solitude and the importance of wild, unprotected places. She shows us those frightening places that bring healing even through fear. Absolutely beautiful, stunning card. So I think the message in that card, from what I can discern so far, from what I'm feeling, is that this group number 1, you need to return back to your adolescence or your young childhood, like around 9, 10, 11, 12. What was it that you would do with your time just for the sake of doing it? What was it that you enjoyed just because you loved it, without validation from other people or any projections of what you think is purposeful or meaningful, just what you did because you enjoyed it and you loved it? Okay, return back to that, because I have a feeling it's going to be the core of this reading. Alright, but we're going to start with the Sentinel Tarot deck. And another message I got from Artemis was that return to things that you would consider the wild side of you. You know, what is the side of you that you consider to be untamed, or, you know, like your alter ego kind of. What does that side of you want to let out? Okay, because that could very much be you suppressing your greatness. But we'll see what the tarots have to tell us. And I've just been listening to a song called Heart of Gold by Birdie. And it's just ringing in my head. Heart of gold, heart of gold. Okay, we have our first 2 cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So fiercely independent indeed you are, just like Artemis, okay? What does it say? It says fiercely individualistic and independent. She remains apart from relationship to men. Okay, so I think that's a very important message for this group also, because we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and this is a representation of a single woman, regardless if you're a man or a woman. It's just a very independent single person enjoying the fruits of their life for themselves. They don't need other people. They have everything that they need for themselves. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands, but I think you're starting to feel perhaps overwhelmed by all of these pentacles. I think you are really good at seeking out new opportunities, and now you've got this collection of all of these past experiences, but you have too many things to do at once now, and it's time for you to make a decision about what it is that you want to hone in on, what you want to zone in on, but you don't want to, in the sense that you like having this depth to you. You like having all of these pentacles. Why should you have to make a decision? But I feel like you're just so overwhelmed that maybe it's time for you to, I'm not saying like don't focus on these things, but focus a little bit less on them, focus more on maybe one or two things. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, so 3 things, okay? And you might be really good at collaboration, because this is about teamwork and working with other people. So you like to be independent. You like to do everything yourself. I can feel like your philosophy might be, if you want something done right, do it yourself. But I think you're actually really good at group work, but you protect yourself from other people letting you down by doing everything yourself. Oh, so I think you're a confident person. Like, I think you know that you're pretty great, which is great. That's awesome. Like, I love that self-confidence. But 9 of Wands, you are just constantly trying to protect yourself from harm from other people, and you've got the Chariot. So it says that like you're constantly moving, you're constantly doing things. You never stop. You never stop. You just, oh. Yeah, okay, so we have the Devil. So I'm getting the sense that maybe you feel like you're chained to this concept of yourself, this gosh, I'm running out of room, to this how do I want to word it, understanding of who you front to yourself to be. Does that make sense? So you have this strong character and you like to show people through, or show yourself rather, through how many wands you can carry, that you are fiercely independent, you are fiercely capable. You don't need other people to do anything. You can do it all yourself. You're constantly moving now and you are becoming exhausted by it. And yeah, you are excellent. You really are excellent at doing all of these things. You can dip your feet in multiple different streams at once, and really achieve a lot all at once. But just be aware that it is becoming overwhelming for you. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you were even staying up throughout the night to get these things done, really. I think it's time for you to start doing some teamwork with people. Let's see what the Arthurian Tarot have to say to us. This was on the bottom of the deck. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, guys. Oh, you guys are breaking my heart. I just got the clearest message. The clearest message ever. You guys are those people. You're those people that everybody looks to for help. You're the person that gets calls at 2 a.m. saying, please can you come over, I need a hug. Please can you come over and bring me some chocolate. Please tell me, how do I handle all of these things? What do I do about this problem? Please can you give me this new opportunity? Please can you help me with work? What should I do about my relationship? You get all of these questions because people see you. People recognize you as this 9 of Pentacles, this person, and this Queen of Cups who is fiercely capable of doing whatever you desire. And you do it all by yourself, okay? And they see this and they're like, how on earth does this person do all of this? How on earth does this person succeed in work, succeed in study, succeed in relationships, succeed in family? How are they happy? How are they smiling? How do they still have the energy to help other people? This is you. This is you. Yeah, this is the 3 of Pentacles. You're always surrounded by other people trying to help other people whilst trying to keep yourself supported all at the same time. And you're an empath and you feel burdened by it. You feel burdened by it. You do. You're constantly on the move. You never get to rest. Sleepless nights. Oh, you guys, my heart is aching for you. Let's see what the Arthurian Tarot have to say. This is your excellence. That I think you're an evolved spirit. You see so much. You do so much. You're interested in so many things. You're a very eclectic person, I feel. And people admire that about you. People really admire you. And they want to have a piece of the pie. And they see you as like this safe haven. They see you as someone who can help them. Yeah. The Empress. Oh, guys, it could not be any clearer to me that... See, look how she weaves. You are constantly weaving your reality. I wouldn't be surprised if the spider comes out in the animal spirit deck, because you are like constant. And see how the bull is there? You're very, and it's pure, it's white. You have these pure intentions and you go towards them with like a steady momentum and strength that people want in their lives. And they think if they get you to help them, maybe they'll get a piece of that. Yeah? Yeah. What have we got here? Knight of Pentacles, okay? Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. They see you as an opportunity. They think if they communicate with you, even if they get to stand next to you, it's like you're a celebrity. That's what I get. Like, you might actually be a celebrity. Or like some sort of figure in your community. They see opportunities with you, and you're very patient. You're happy to go with a steady flow. You're happy to climb the mountains that need to be climbed, walk through the unsteady pavement. Knight of Cups, because you know it's going to bring you an amazing opportunity. You're really good at remaining positive even when you're exhausted. You had all that Wands energy. You take action even when you're exhausted. You keep going even when you're exhausted. You help other people even when you're exhausted, okay? Wow, you look for new opportunities and you embrace new opportunities. You fulfill new opportunities even when you're exhausted. You are like a bloody rocket. Little pocket rocket, you are. This is insane. This is insane. Fiercely independent, fiercely capable, fiercely individualistic. You're very eclectic. You're very eclectic. Arthur, the Emperor. So you have a balance of the Empress and the Emperor energies. I feel like you've learnt the lessons of both, okay? You know how to be rational, you know how to be practical, you're logical, you know how to desire things, you know how to seek out new opportunities, all at the same time while remaining patient and doing what's necessary, doing what needs to be done in order to achieve those things. Four of Pentacles, because you protect what you have, you value what you have. I wouldn't be surprised if you practice gratitude a lot. You are very grateful for what you have. Everything you have in your life is because you worked hard for it, okay? And you protect that fiercely. Eight of Swords. Okay, so let's have a look what that means according to the Arthurian Tarot. I'm feeling it's going to have some value for us. Let's see. Literally, as I do this reading, I'm feeling exhausted because I'm so clicked into your energy right now. I think that I feel so tired and yet so amazed by you all at the same time. You really need a good night's sleep, boy. Restriction, once bound duty, fear of what others say, bigoted opinions, intolerance, imprisonment, illness. This is why I was just feeling so tired. If you don't get some sleep, you're going to get sick. Okay? Look after yourself, please. I'm turning into like a strict mother right now, okay? Look after yourself. Take some time away from these people. I know that you like to help others, but look after yourself. Treat yourself. You're the one that's not recognizing your own excellence, okay? You're the one that's not treating yourself as though you're excellent, okay? Yes, you know your worth and you know your value, but you are not, what's the word that I'm looking for? You're not giving yourself the praise that you deserve, because I think you're fiercely humble. So you're like, yeah, I know I'm good at this. I know I can do this, but that's just how it is. That's just who I am. That's life. I've just got to keep on going. I've just got to keep on doing. Okay, now this is not me. This is the cards. This is the universe telling you, I feel like they really want to be strict on you. Give yourself a break, okay? Like, I really feel that deeply. Okay, but don't get mad at me. It's not me, it's the universe. They are telling you you're going to get sick if you don't sleep, if you don't look after yourself. You're going to get sick. Look after yourself the way you look after these people. Look after yourself the way you look after everybody else. Okay? I know you think it's just a part of life to be who you are, but the fact of it is, not everyone cares for others the way you do. Okay? That's what's so excellent about you. Not just that you're so willing to do so much. Not just that you're so kind, but also that you're so humble. That you just think it's just how it is. Okay? But you need to recognize your greatness. Give yourself a treat to a spa day, something. Take a break. Please, I'm begging you. Okay? I literally, like, I know that you're scared because, like, I can feel it. Because I feel so exhausted to the point that I feel like I'm going to cry. And I have no reason to feel that exhausted. I slept until 12 o'clock today. Okay? I have no reason to feel so exhausted. It's this energy. And I think you guys are afraid, like, you're, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you're denying it. You're denying that you're so exhausted because you think if you let it out just a little bit, you're going to break down completely. But I think it's time to let it. Let's see what the Mineralogy cards have to say. I think you need to have this little bit of a breakdown to purify and cleanse your energy. Oh gosh, I wish I could hug you. I think you really need a hug, okay? Okay guys, that's way too many cards. Come on, just one card please. Universe, thank you. Oh, okay. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Come on. Do I have to explain it? Take time to breathe out. Go camping if you like camping. If you have a ute, you can set up like a doona, a mattress and some pillows in the back of the ute and go stargazing. That would be really beautiful for you, I think. Okay. Be bold and make the first move. Again, I'm seeing trees. I'm seeing the moon. I'm seeing stars. I really think stargazing will be good for you. Not so much seeing that message, unless it resonates with you. I'm seeing a confirmation that you should go out into nature to reconnect. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let your wands, or the wands you're trying to hold you back. Go away on an adventure. Go on a road trip. Let's do some animal spirit cards. Reconnect with nature's energy, yeah? I think that would be really good for this group. Hyena. Okay, you are trying to pretend that everything is okay through laughing, making jokes, being sarcastic. Yeah, I can really feel like you would be that kind of person where it's like, oh, you know, I've just had like my 5th mental breakdown for the day, but it's all cool, it's just life, you know. I can really like see you being like that. But I can also sense that like most of you, or some of you, I feel like most of you, at least half of you, are the kind of people that don't have mental breakdowns because you don't even allow yourself to get to that point where you have a mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? channel. You're very independent. You do things yourself. See how these are like two heads on one body? I feel like you do everything yourself and you handle it by just laughing it all off when you get exhausted. And we've got two sides of the moon here. You're trying to see the light side all the time, but the shadows are descending on you. You're getting too tired. And we've got the lamb, the beautiful lamb. So you need to be innocent, more connected with your inner needs, your inner child. Let's see what else the lamb says. More grounded. Okay, we've got two fire energies because you are all about taking action, go, go, go. You need to be a little bit more grounded now. Take some time to rest. Okay, peaceful, prophetic, patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, receive. To bring into balance, you need meditation and listening. Okay, so I feel like this is asking you, not so much asking you actually, but reminding you that there are things that you can hear in the quiet that you can't hear during moments of loud noise during the day. It's like the bat. There are things the bat can see during the night that you can't see during the daylight hours. Okay? So you need time to sit still and allow quiet to help you to think. Okay? You're still going to achieve things when you do nothing because it'll give you time to allow new thoughts in. And I feel like you drink a lot of coffee. So if you drink a lot of coffee, think about the time it takes you to boil the kettle and then make a coffee. Okay, it takes at least 5 minutes to boil a kettle and then another 2 to 3 minutes to actually make the coffee. So that's 7 to 8 minutes times 3 to 5 coffees. That's at least about half an hour a day that you could have to sit down and relax. Instead of making the coffee to keep yourself going, sit down, have a power nap. By the end of the day, you'll have had about 30 minutes of rest. Yeah? So in small intervals, you can take a break. In the times that you would be making a coffee, instead take a break. And by the end of the day, it will have culminated to some rest for you. At the very least, if you are addicted to coffee and you still need to have your coffee, which I totally understand, whilst you're boiling the kettle, sit down, relax. Allow the kettle to boil. Don't look at your phone. Don't look at your computer. Don't talk to anybody. Close your eyes. Rest. Okay? Because that's still at least 15 minutes if you're having 3 coffees a day. If you're having 2 coffees a day, it's still 10 minutes. Okay? Oh, gosh. I'm sorry I'm being so, fierce with this, but it's a message you desperately need to hear. Even, I'm so tired from this energy that my camera, I ran out of memory, so it took me 5 minutes to upload everything to the computer before I started this again. And I took a nap then, because I was so tired from this energy. Alright, so let's do some mermaid oracles. You should allow some other people to take care of you. Because people admire you, they will want to take care of you. They really will. Oh gosh, so many cards. We don't need that many. We don't need that many, universe. May I please have less? Okay. Wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. Stop rushing into action. Stop getting into that fire energy. Just bide your time. You are capable of everything and anything. You will achieve everything and anything regardless of how quickly you do it. Okay? I feel like, you're really in this chariot energy. You just go, 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 go all the time. Just relax and breathe. Sit on the couch. Literally. Sit on the couch. Have faith. Have faith that your prayers are manifesting. Have faith that the work you're putting in is still manifesting in those 15 minutes that you take to have a break. In that one day you choose to allocate to go into a nature park or go to a spa, whatever it is. Let's take a message from the angels. And this will be our final message for the day, okay? Don't even have to shuffle. Self-acceptance. Accept how capable you are. Accept that you need time for yourself. Accept that you're so excellent at making things happen that if you take 24 hours to rest, things are still going to manifest. Accept who you are. Yes, I know you're this person that needs to go, but you need to compromise with yourself as well. Accept that you are human and humans need rest. You're not, as much as you might like to be, an immortal being who doesn't get wrinkles and who doesn't need sleep. You are human and you need that, and you will get wrinkles, okay? You have personal power within you to achieve even whilst you're resting, okay? You are that powerful being. So accept it. Alright, so to sum up, what you're excellent at is everything. You're excellent at achieving overachievement in a sense, but in the positive sense of the word. You're excellent at rationalization. You're excellent at practical planning. You're excellent at putting plan into action. You're excellent at helping other people. You're an excellent empath, okay? You're excellent at it so much that it's exhausting you. So, time to take a break, yeah? Alrighty, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. I hope it helped. If you'd like a personal reading or a private reading with me, then please send me an email. It's in the description box below. And I will see you in the next reading. Thank you. Bye. Get some sleep. Hello, group number 2. I've just got the shower here so that the camera has something to focus on. So don't worry about it. Sorry, I'm rambling. So we're going to get started. We're going to start off with the Sentinel Tarot. Give them a cleanse and a shuffle, and we're setting the intention. What is excellent about you? What are you excellent at? What's group number 2 excellent at? What do people think are excellent about you? But actually, we don't want to know what people think are excellent about you. We want to know what's actually excellent about you. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We've got one. The Lovers. Okay. What else have we got? Cards are being very quiet. They're not really jumping out at me. I might have to select some. Oh, here we go. There's another one. 2 of Wands. There's another one. The Empress. Oopsie daisies. Move that other way. Oh, hello. Ace of Wands. And the Devil. And King of Cups. Alright. Let's have a look here. Let's try and get an idea of the energy. Oh. Okay. Okay, group number 2, you love, okay? You, I'm getting the sense that you Could be a relationship counsellor, a social counsellor, a sociologist, an anthropologist, like culturally, a cultural anthropologist. You could be in the study of the chemical reactions to love. You could be in the dating sector of careers. Like you could be involved in like setting people up together. But I'm sensing more like you're in like you're aiding people in their relationships. Okay, you're really good at offering advice about love. You understand love. You understand it's not really this dreamy world. You understand more the practical side of love, what it's really about, what it means on a chemical and physiological level, what it means when it's applied practically in life. And I think you're really good at helping people to mediate their problems in love. And you're really enthusiastic and really passionate about life, and you think that love is a pivotal part of life. And I think you're really, really passionate about love, and you're really, really passionate about helping people with their relationships. That's like the overall overwhelming feeling I'm getting for this reading. You do tend to get a little bit wrapped up in your ambition to the point that you become like absorbed by your ambition. But that's just because you're so enthusiastic about it. Like you are really, really passionate about relationships, about helping people, about you could be in mediation, you could be a lawyer, you know, a divorce lawyer even, but in the sense that, you know, if people are going to break up, then at least you want to help them do it amicably, like that kind of sense. You have this King of Cups energy, so you're really like creative. I think you work from home, or you work from a space where it feels like home to you, where you feel really calm and peaceful, because you have both the Empress and the King of Cups. But you still get it out in the world because you really are enthusiastic and you love life. I think your job takes you out of your home space a lot still, but your base is home. But yeah, you understand emotions very well. You're really good, like the King of Cups represents the earthy part of water. So you're really good at grounding your emotions and teaching people how to be grounded in their emotions. Teaching people how to be grounded in love. Like you can see here, like in the Lovers card, there's that volcano. So I think you're really good at stopping those eruptions from happening and soothing emotional pain when it comes to love and relationships. The Lovers and the Two of Wands talk about making a choice in love. So I think you might have, I think a strong feeling I'm getting for a lot of you is it has something to do with healing relationships, with helping people decide whether they need to part ways or stay together. And you are just intensely passionate about it. I also see here, like, you've got the two people that are chained together. You are really good at helping people understand the deeper side of their relationship, like the shadow side of their relationship. You're good at helping people to find their enthusiasm for their relationship again. Something else that I'm seeing is that some of you might be involved in I think some of you might be involved even in sex work as well, and healing, like sexual healing. Even if you aren't involved in a career that is about romance or about healing relationships, I think this is something you are excellent at anyway, and it's something you like to help people with their relationships. You like to help people in love. You are love-centered. Everything you do comes from love. You're so enthusiastic about life. See how in this Ace of Wands, like the hand is glowing? I really see you as like this enigmatic, glowing person. Let's see what the Arthurian Tarots can clarify for us. Even like this woman sitting here, I see you like that, like just really glowing, golden heart, golden soul. You love to love. You love to help people. That's really what I'm getting. What else can we get? Knight of Swords. So let's see what the Knight of Swords is about according to the Arthurian Tarot, because it's a little bit different. Still like same with the general meaning, but a little bit varied. Incisive and fearless, prompt to defend the weak and swift to halt injustice. He asserts the idea of right with skill and courage. He is the upholder of the sword of light. Beautiful. And the Knight of Cups, King of Cups is really courageous as well. So I think that you are very courageous and you are an upholder of truth and integrity. You seek justice in relationships. You seek balance in relationships. You seek justice and balance in love in general, regardless if it's manifested in relationships or not. And you're not afraid, you're very courageous, you're not afraid to speak your truth and tell people how it is. You, as the Empress, are very realistic. You see reality as, despite how hard it might be to see it, you do. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Sometimes you feel overwhelmed because you have to tell people how it is, and people aren't receptive to reality, unfortunately. People like to see things how they are. How they desire, not how they are. But you are willing to see things for what they are, and it can be overbearing sometimes to try and communicate that to people, especially when they're already in a mindset of conflict or in a space of conflict in their life. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I think it can be a little bit overwhelming for you, but you're self-sacrificing, you're courageous in the sense that you put others before yourself, especially with the King of Cups energy. You're selfless is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, King of Swords, you're very honest. You're very honest. You speak the truth. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for the Arthurian. Let's see what the animal spirit cards can clarify for us. The Eagle, yeah. So you're very good at gaining perspective on situations that other people are too grounded, like too in the dirt to see. You are able to rise above the bullshit to see the truth of the situation. And you're like a guiding light for people as well. You're like the sun for people. People look to you for help. They look to you for advice, and you are bold and courageous and willing to give it to them, and you are very honest in your advice. And some people are intimidated by it, I'll be honest, I'm getting that sense, but they still appreciate it nonetheless. And when they're lost, you know, it's like looking up to the sky to navigate through the stars. They follow you like a star in the night. They look up to see where the eagle is flying. Yeah, but I think sometimes you need to stop flying. You need to ground yourself because you're starting to get a little bit overwhelmed and burdened by people's emotions. I think you're very empathetic. Yeah, and we've just drawn the buffalo. That's beautiful. You guys are so beautiful. So the buffalo is like grounded, is calm amongst the storm. I'm sorry that it's getting darker. There's a storm coming, and the clouds are fastly approaching. I'm going to read the buffalo from the Animal Spirit book because I had a read of it and it says it really nicely. So you're grounded yet heavenly. You're practical yet spiritual. So like, because the buffalo is really good at staying calm in the storm, is really good at keeping a steady eye in the midst of problems. You're really good at seeing chances for like opportunities when other people just see like the storm. You see like an opportunity for a really good photo or something, you know. So, the hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. So I think you really are a grateful person. I think you are somebody who is very, as I said, enthusiastic about life, and you are really good at making opportunities and flipping something negative into something positive for others, okay? And this applies for your own relationships as well. I think you're that practical, grounded, steady person. You're not the kind of person who yells in a fight, or at least very rarely. You're the one who's like can't go to bed unless you've had a resolution, or like you want to sleep on it before you say something because you don't want to say the wrong thing, you know? You're very much that kind of energy. And let me tell you, people really appreciate it in you. They really appreciate that you care and that you're loving and that you're kind and you're calm, because there's a lot of not a lot of that energy in the world, let's be real. You're very selfless and people really appreciate that in you. Okay, Moonology cards, we've got 2 that fell out. So we've got balance, spirituality and practicality. This is something you're really, really good at because you've got the Empress, okay? You've got mediation going on, you've got the King of Cups, you've got the Eagle. This is you to a T. You balance spirituality and practicality. Yin yang, you see both sides of every coin, okay? And you bring love into the situation. Oh, so beautiful. I love you guys so much. You're such beautiful, beautiful people. Yeah, you're all about just pouring love on, like sprinkle love everywhere. It's like fairy dust. Okay, let's take one more Moonology card. Oh gosh, I feel so fulfilled by this reading. Thank you so much for letting me do this for you, group number 2. I just feel really happy just being in your energy. Yeah, meditate and contemplate. New Moon in Pisces. Again, I think this is just like, see how it emulates one another. You love to swim in this energy of emotion. You are comfortable in emotion and you love sharing it with people. Sorry about all the fur. It's my dogs and my cat. And you're really good at meditating and contemplating on something. You're really good at seeing the depth of something. Oh gosh, I'm just looking at these colors in the viewfinder. It looks beautiful. You are ethereal. You are the light in the darkness. You glow. You really do. You really glow. Okay, let's take a goddess card. Okay. We had 2 that were facing the opposite way, so I'm going to actually choose them. So we've got Sedna. Look at the colours again. Stunning. Really stunning. And we have Kuan Yin. Ooh, I love Kuan Yin. Okay. Again, light in the darkness. Kuan Yin, revered throughout Asia for thousands of years as the Chinese goddess of infinite mercy and compassion. Her name means she who listens to the sounds, suffering of the world. What did I tell you? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe this. In the Buddhist tradition, she is an aspect of Avalokitesvara, the bodhisattva who sprang from one of the Buddha's tears. She once took the form of Miao Shan, a woman who was spurned by her father for refusing to marry. Later, Miao Shan sacrificed both arms and legs in order to heal her father. Her appeal is particularly widespread because she gives assistance in this world. She provides the earthly blessings of children, health, and long life, and rescues people from drowning, lightning, oh my gosh, and poverty. She is particularly a protector of women. Kuan Yin is a symbol of the unlimited compassion each of us have for ourselves. No matter what the situation, it is possible to treat ourselves with mercy and love. Oh, this reading is stunning. Oh, you guys are beautiful people. Honestly, just beautiful. Let's have a look at Sedna. Sedna, the one down there, was once a beautiful Eskimo who lived with her father. Again, okay, we've got a theme of father in here. I forgot to mention you're very selfless. Kuan Yin's very selfless, and I see that energy for you because you're so compassionate. None of the local suitors appealed to her, and she refused to marry. Oh, again, refusal to marry. Until a fulmar, a type of bird from across the sea, promised to take her to his home of luxury. When she found she had been deceived and was ill-treated, she begged her father to take her home. As the two were crossing the water, a flock of fulmars caused a huge storm to arise. Again, another storm. To save his own life, Sedna's father threw her into the ocean. As she clung to the boat, he chopped off her fingers, which turned into whales, seals, and all the mammals of the sea. Sedna descended to Ad Livum, the Eskimo underworld, where she now rules the dead. To ensure that she will continue to send food to hunters, shamans descend to visit her, comb her hair, and massage her mutilated hands. Sedna is a reminder of the nourishing gifts that are to be found deep in the dark, cold places that we most fear. So again, you are really good at finding light in the darkness. You're really good at flipping something negative into something positive. You know, you lost your fingers, yet you created something out of it. Beautiful. All right, let's take an Angel Oracle card. Truth and integrity. This card's been showing up a lot, so you're really good at speaking your truth and maintaining your integrity and helping other people to do it too. You're really good at showing people, paving the way, demonstrating to other people how they can do it. Let's take a Mermaid Oracle card for our final message. Contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating what you truly desire. So remember how we had that wands energy? You're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and burdened because you are so empathetic. So take some time for yourself. This is similar to group number 1. They need a rest as well. Okay, so it's very important that you look after yourself too. So because the more you look after yourself, the more energy you have to look after other people. And I know that you're the kind of people that feel good when they can help others. So if you want to be able to continue to help others, continue to help yourself. Okay. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I feel incredibly humbled to be in the presence of this energy. So thank you. And if you'd like a private reading with me, then my email address is in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to start with the Sentinel Tarot deck. It's got them really dark. Because we've got a storm coming, it looks like. It's very overcast and it's about 5:30 now, so the sun's getting ready to set. So I apologise for the lighting. Ooh, Ace of Swords. It's a nice start. Holy guacamole. Alright. What have we got? The Lovers. Group number 2 had the Lovers too. Interesting. And the King of Wands. Okay. A bit of a different energy going on there. And a different vibe. Okay. 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups, sorry. Blech. Let's take one more. Oh, that's about 10 more. Okay. Too many. Okay. 3 of Swords. So, looks like to me you are very good at managing conflict. You're very good at thinking clearly amongst heartbreak. You're very good at being decisive, remaining passionate, but thinking clearly in the time of passion to allow a new horizon in the midst of stress and change. You are excellent at guiding people. You are excellent at mediating between conflicts, which is very similar to group number 2. But I feel like you are very good at dealing with multiple parties, not just between 2 people. You particularly are good at dealing with many different issues all at once. You know how to think concisely amongst it all. You know how to mediate internally your passion with your clarity of thought. You know how to turn something negative into something positive. Instead of having 10 swords in your back, you see that you've got 9 full cups and maybe 1 cup missing. Yeah, you're really good at seeing the positive despite the negative things happening in your life or happening around you. Something you do have to be careful of though is not deceiving yourself by by being in denial about what's going on around you. But I don't think you do that at all, unless you're out of balance. I think that you're very good at accepting what's happening and making it into something good, at turning it into something extremely fruitful and positive for you. Okay, you're really good at practical planning and bringing your desired goal into fruition through practical planning and through taking action that has been well thought out. Okay, you like to plan things before you take action, but when you do, you take that action with ferocity and passion, and you are centered from love. You come from a place of love always. Yeah. You're very confident, goal-oriented, and you're self-disciplined, okay? Despite being a very passionate person, you are self-disciplined. Okay, you are excellent at allowing emotion to flow through you, okay? Because you have an inner contentment within yourself. You are very, how do I want to word this? You're very at peace with who you are, and you're proud of who you are, and you have an inner knowingness of joy and happiness, okay? So when sadness, grief, pain, devastation, frustration, any of that come, you're very good, you're excellent at allowing it to flow through you. You understand its purpose in life, and you accept the change it brings, okay? And you are already looking at the new horizon. See how his head is turned towards the new horizon? During this pain, during this suffering, he's still looking towards the new horizon. You're very positive. You're excellent at remaining positive, yeah? And you have this inner strength within you. King of Wands, the lions on his cloak represent inner strength, okay? And I think that's where your ability, where you learned to have this inner contentment and joy, and where your ability to suffer through pain and loss with maturity comes from, okay? Because you've been on this journey which has brought you to the King of Wands, and it's brought you this inner strength which is always there within you, and you really generate that from a place of love. Yeah, you're all about coming from heart-centered love. It's always heart-centered. Even in pain, you're always heart-centered, and you think clearly as well. You're very good at balancing emotion with clarity of thought, which is a very difficult thing to do. So good on you for that. Let's have a look at the Arthurian Tarot for further clarification. Doo-doo. I think like during a hard time, you're the person that is good at staying above the emotion, and you're the person who can think clearly. Like say someone were to pass away, you're the one who's still level-headed enough to plan the funeral, that kind of idea. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. the Nine of Cups energy is you're very protective of like what you have. You're very protective of your inner stability. See how he has his arms crossed? You're very proud and protective of your inner joy and happiness, and you won't let anything cross that. You won't let anything destroy that for you, which is why you've learnt to allow these things to flow through you as they are needed, but you don't harbour them, you don't retain them. Three of Swords again. Yeah. I think in this depiction, I really love how the bridge is collapsing, yet the land is still flourishing. You will find another path. You'll find another way around it, okay? Yes, the bridge is collapsing, but, okay, even though the bridge is collapsing, you know that there's another path that you can go on. You realize this bridge is collapsing for a reason. And I know this about you because you've got the High Priestess. How beautiful is this, right? So we've got the two trees here representing duality, okay? So you're very good at balancing your practicality and your logical thought with your compassion, your spirituality, your emotion, just as I said with the Ace of Swords and the Lovers, okay? But see how the duality forms a bridge between the trees? You have an inner bridge within you. You have an inner curiosity, an inner understanding, an inner knowing about finding different solutions even when a bridge collapses, okay? So this sword, the Three of Swords represented twice, means it's a very strong point for you. Something you're very good at is finding ways to get through these hard times, finding ways to maintain inner peace in these hard times, okay? And you're very good at sharing that with other people also, okay? You radiate that love, you radiate that calm, you are soothing to other people to have around in times of grief, in times of sadness. This is a very special gift, okay? Grief is a very rare emotion for most people and very hard emotion to process because we don't deal with it often. So we don't know how to process it. So I feel like you have experienced grief a lot in your life to be able to have learned how to process it. And although it's devastating that you had to go through that, it's brought you a very special gift. You would be an excellent grief counsellor, okay? You'd be very excellent at counselling, youth work, animal rescue, foster work, anything where you need to be able to remain strong in through things that can be really hard but for a great cause. You would be excellent at, you really would, and you might already be involved in that line of work, or you might already be radiating that energy just in life around you. Let's see what the Goddess cards have. Okay, Personifique. And see how she's crying? Can you see that? Although Personifique is best known as Demeter's daughter, the maiden who was abducted by Hades, lord of the underworld, the Greek version of her myth reflects the usurpation of female mysteries by patriarchal mythology. In this version, Personifique personifies the core, the maiden aspect of the goddess. Her myth exemplifies the cycles of nature, for when Personifique is underground, plants do not bloom, and when she returns to earth, spring ensues. Personifique is the goddess of the soul, for it is in the darkness of the underworld, analogous to the unconscious, that soul is formed. In the Orphic mysteries, Personifique granted wisdom to the initiate, and you are very wise because you've got the High Priestess there. To the initiate, for she is the goddess of a dark, uncomfortable wisdom, a goddess of dark and frightening power. Personifique represents the ability to rule over the aspects of ourselves that are terrifying in the extreme. How accurate is that? That is insanely accurate for your reading. Okay, you know how to relish in the extreme moments of life. You know how to bring light to the extreme moments in life, like Three of Swords, grief, for example. Wow, that's an incredible gift, honestly, like such a rare gift. I know it's unique and maybe not what you were expecting for this reading either, but what an incredible gift, really. Okay, let's see what the Moonology cards have. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So maybe you're going through this right now. Maybe you're learning this about yourself as we speak. As we do this reading, you're learning that you are really good at managing grief. That you are really good at staying level-headed, that you're really good at helping guide people through their grief, at loving people throughout their grief. But this is just a message from the universe. I feel like they're saying, good job. You know, you've done really, really well. And this cycle is ending for you. You've learned the lesson that you needed from it, and it's ending, okay? Because you might be in need of some of that relief. Yeah. Alright, let's take another one. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so we have luck is on your side. I tell you what, we get the same cards all the time with these Moonology, but this time we've got something different. But we've also got a new romantic cycle approaches or begins. So I think you always see the luck in things, you always see the lesson in things. You're very goal oriented, you're very motivated, you're thought oriented, you see the purpose in every lesson in life. You see the reason. And again, you'll send it from love, okay? And I think as this new tough cycle ends, I think the universe is just like trying to give you a little bit of a heads up that as this ends, luck is on your side and a new romantic cycle is going to begin, because we have this beautiful card which we've never had before. A new start is coming, the new moon. I'm so excited that this card has come up. And like, if we look closely, we can see how like the details of the moon are in the card as well. So you are definitely emerging from the darkness. You're coming into this new cosmic space, which is, I think a lot of it is thanks to how well you've handled this time in your life, and your internal strength has really brought you to this new start. It was all planned out. It was all destined to be this way. Okay, let's take a message from the Angel Oracle. Okay. Yeah. So you're excellent at focusing. You're really great at focusing on the lesson at hand, at focusing on the beauty. You see the roses there? Even though the roses lack colour and perhaps they're dried up, they're still beautiful, and you are focusing on that. You're gathering them and displaying them in your lap. Lovely, yeah. And we have miracles, okay? This time of your life is bringing you into a new start of miracles, okay? And again, even in the darkness, you see the light. That's a really strong message for you. You're really good at seeing positivity in hard times. It's beautiful. Let's take a final message from the Mermaid Oracle. So I think overall the message for you has been you're really excellent at learning from grief. You're really excellent at balancing your heart center. You're an expert. People consult you. Consult an expert. Yeah, people come to you for advice on how to manage emotions, how to manage grief, how to handle see how you stand in the emotions, how to tame the waves, how to tame the depth of the ocean, you know. You're excellent at that. You really are. But I think it's been an important part of this reading for you to get that message that these hard times are over. Yeah, look. Healing heart. Okay? You have a healing heart and your heart is healing right now. I think that's twofold, that message. You're healing, you're coming into this lush time of your life, but you are healing to others because you come from the heart center, you come from a place of love. You're really good at that. You're excellent at helping people to heal. It's beautiful. We've got some really beautiful people and beautiful energies coming up in these readings. I'm really humbled by it, and I can't believe that I've got such amazing viewers. You guys are just incredible people, really. Okay, yeah, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading. Wow, gobsmacked by how amazing you all are. And I'm so glad you're coming into this space of healing now. If you'd like a private reading with me, then my email address is in the description box below. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I honestly wish you so much love and kindness and all the best, okay? I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.